Westerners imagine China as uniform, but the reality, it's like walking through a living museum of cultures. There's truly everyday diversity here throughout China. 56 ethnic groups, and they all live in harmony. They all get together, no turf wars. Everybody's one, but there's 56. When most people in the West think of China, they imagine one group of people, one culture, and one language. But here's the truth. China is home to 56 officially recognized ethnic groups, each with its own unique traditions, languages, foods, and festivals. In fact, China is as culturally diverse as Europe, but almost no one in the West knows it. Today, I'm going to take you inside the hidden diversity of China that will completely change your mind on how you see this country. Hey there, this is Chris. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I've been living in China for 15 years. I share my experience of what life is really like in China. Things that you won't see or hear from the Western media. And today we're tackling a big myth. It's actually one of the biggest non-political myths about China. And that's China is a monolithic culture, meaning everything is the same. Many people from the West assume everyone looks the same way, eats the same food, and thinks the same way. But spend a little time on the ground here, and you will realize China is a kaleidoscope of cultures, traditions, and identities. So where does this myth come from? Why do so many people from the West think that China is one uniform culture? Well, the Western media focus. When the news shows China, it's usually Beijing or Shanghai. Han Chinese faces, Mandarin language, the same cityscapes over and over. There's language confusion. People say Chinese as if it's just one language. But in reality, there's so many languages. Mandarin, Cantonese, Shanghainese, Tibetan, Mongolian, Uyghur. Many of these languages are so different, they're not even mutually intelligible. In Western schools, China is often described as one giant block of sameness. In Western schools, it's never taught the way Europe is, with distinct regions and cultures. So when the West younger generation doesn't get educated properly about China, the myth gets reinforced. China equals one people, one way of life. But the truth couldn't be further from reality. So if you want to experience the Chinese culture, you gotta do it old school. Back in the day, this is how they traveled. It was a little slow, but it got you to your destination. This is a camel. Don't just think of camels outside of China. This was a way that they moved around back in the day. This is my new best buddy. And I hope I don't fall down. It's a long ways down. My first time on a camel. Oh, look at this. Let's go. Giddy up. So it's all about the balance. You want to sit down, have your legs tight around his rib cage. Hold on. Sit up straight. Straight ahead. And when you see people walking by, you say, Ni hao. Ni hao. China officially recognizes 56 ethnic groups. In China, the majority is about 92% Han Chinese. But that other 8%, that's where the incredible diversity shines. Let's take a look at a few. The Tibetans living high on the plateau with monasteries, prayer flags, yak butter tea, and a deep understanding of Buddhist tradition. And you have the Uyghurs, where you will find vibrant life, Islamic traditions, incredible dance and food that taste more Central Asian than East Asian. Their kebabs, naan bread, and music feel like you're in another world. The Zhuangzi, the largest minority group, mostly in Ganji, are known for their folk songs, colorful clothing, and festivals bring the mountains alive with music. And the Chinese Muslims, you'll see them scattered across the country, and you'll know them by their noodle shops, barbecue, and making bread. Mosques in China that are in the middle of big cities and have a mix of Chinese and Islamic traditions. The Mongols and their steppe life, horse riding, yurts, and throat singing. They're an amazing group of people. Their traditions stretch back to Genghis Khan and beyond. Check out the classroom, old school in China. This is how they did it back in the day. And in many places in rural China, there still are some classrooms like this. There's the Miao Zoo, famous for their elaborate silver and colorful festivals, where people dance in costumes that looks like something out of a fantasy movie. And one of China's marvels is Henan Province in southwestern China, the home of my in-laws. The region is renowned for its extraordinary ethnic diversity. It's home to 25 of China's 56 officially recognized ethnic groups, making it one of the most ethnically diverse provinces in the country. While the Han Chinese are the majority nationwide, in many parts of Henan, minority cultures are dominant and highly visible. Minorities in Henan represent about 1/3 of the total population, but this represents about 15 million people.
And the first tree, the left side, was sprayed by the Fidel Castro. It's from Cuba. 1995, come here, plant the cheese here. And the right side, this tree was sprayed by the Henry Kissinger. It's for United States.
Yep, Henry Kissinger planted this tree.
Yes, in 1996, came here.
1996, Mr. Kissinger. Wow.
Yes, this is the Shui civilian house. The Shui minority is from Guizhou province, so we can have a look. I invited the very famous teacher. You can knowledge about some Chinese traditional culture here, maybe.
Ni hao.
So the Chinese language, the different style. The Shui language. This is the Chinese language. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the Shui.
Okay. I see 1, I see 2, I see 3, I see 4, 5, 6. Okay. I pick up on that.
Really appreciate the language to you, show you. It's really hard to write down this language. Very difficult. They want to show you.
那时候现在是
1,500 years before.
2024年，2020，今年是
As they
2025年。
text the number one, they write down that this.
1,500 years ago, huh?
最近有500年
Wow,
的时间了。那么这幅字呢，
amazing.
特别不好写。
It's just, it's written so perfectly.
Yeah, difficult.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
不客气，拜拜。
Bye.
Be careful.
Yeah.
祝你玩的开心。
The cultural diversity in China is unmatched, with each group having their own distinct language or dialect, with each having their own clothing, festivals, cuisine, religious beliefs, and social customs. This creates an incredibly rich and varied cultural tapestry. There are so many well-known ethnic groups in China. Here are a few. Let's see how bad I can pronounce these. Izu, Daizu, Lisuzu, Nashizu, Miaozu. Those are a few ethnic groups, and I apologize for pronouncing them poorly. Many of the well-known ethnic groups reside in Renan. Renan is a living museum of human cultural diversity, where ancient traditions continue to thrive amidst some of China's most stunning landscapes. The history of the ethnic people in China is a core part of China's history itself. If you think about it, it's simply amazing that all these ethnic groups have their own customs, their own clothing, cuisine, music, and ways of doing things. And it's all in the same country. If you get a chance to travel throughout China, you will experience something like it's traveling throughout different worlds, but all one country. There's truly everyday diversity here throughout China. 56 ethnic groups, and they all live in harmony. They all get together, no turf wars. Everybody's one, but there's 56. The minorities are not in just far-off villages or the tourist shows. Diversity is integrated into daily life everywhere in China. Everybody gets along, no division. Walk through a city in Kunming, where you can see markets, where you could eat Tibetan yak dishes, right next to markets that sell Renan noodles. Visit Xi'an, where you'll see the local Muslim quarter buzzing with their local dishes, and Uyghur merchants selling everything. Even in big cosmopolitan cities like Shenzhen, Shanghai, or Guangzhou, or even my little town, we have the Uyghurs making barbecue and bread. Diversity is everywhere. At any given time, you could meet dozens of different people from different ethnic groups, each adding their own traditions to the fabric of daily life. Westerners imagine China as uniform, but the reality, it's like walking through a living museum of cultures. So why does this diversity surprise and shock people from the West? Because we've been taught to see China as one thing, and often, and that's as a rival. But when you see the richness here, the variety here, you realize that China just isn't a country. It's practically a continent. Think about it. Europe has about 40 countries, each with their own cultures. China has one flag, but inside are 56 ethnic groups who all live together in harmony. This matters because it changes the way we see people. If you reduce China to a monolith, you miss the humanity. And that's the variety, the color, the joy, the goodness of China. When you recognize that there are 56 different ethnic groups, each that have their own story, you'll start to see China as a human mosaic and not a faceless block. And that changes how we all relate to each other. So the next time someone tells you China is all the same, remember this: it's not one culture, it's 56. It's not monolith, it's a world within a country. And the more time I spend here, I just realize how much beauty there is, diversity, and traditions there are to discover. Thanks for watching. If you learned something new about China, hit that like button and subscribe for more videos about China. And do me a favor, share this video with someone who still thinks China is a single, uniform culture. Let's show the world the real China. So that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. I truly appreciate it. And don't forget to comment below. So everybody, be good, be safe. This is Chris, signing off from China. I'll see you in the next one.